What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. So today we're going to talk about the buffed up version of Mr. Sinister, and honestly, dude, this guy seems pretty good. So let's actually go ahead and skip the awaken ability for a bit. So first off, this guy is immune to reverse controls and taunt, which is really cool. You know, reverse controls always helpful, and I don't know if anyone has immunity to taunt. Like, this guy might be the first one. Now, this huge part, he reduced the bonus of incoming bleed effects by 100%. And this is great because he applies bleeds to himself, meaning that he's going to be healing from them. Now, he can also block unblockable special attacks. I think that's I think that he could have done before. Also, he gets some bulwarks from parrying, which is really nice. And then whenever a skill champ purifies a debuff, reduce the ability accuracy of their purify abilities by 25% up to -100. So that means if you do that, if they purify 4 debuffs, they're never gonna purify any debuff, which is honestly, dude, pretty great for skill champions. So then his regeneration, you know, he heals 70% of the damage dealt from critical hits, and then regen rate is increased by 100% for every hit on the opponent's combo meter. I think that's what it was before. Now, when charging his heavy attack, he pauses the duration of damaging debuffs, stun, concussion, and power leak on the opponent. Power leak you apply with their special 3, which is basically like a power steal, like you drain their power and then you get that power stolen. Concussion and stun is from the special 2, and special 1 is the one you're going to be using the most, which we're going to see in gameplay. But then charging a heavy for 1 second creates a vicious passive. It increases the bonus of damage and debuffs by 30%. And also, if you charge it for an additional second, you're going to trigger your genetic manipulation, and then for the next 7 seconds you inflict a 10-second bleed debuff on you for 0.7 seconds, which is really cool. That means if 7 seconds pass, you're gonna have 10 bleeds on you. And then with the SP1, as you will see, you transfer all damage debuffs on Mr. Sinister and turn them into degens back on the opponent, which is also, man, you're gonna see those are pretty strong. Like, I'm pretty excited because he's actually pretty nice, and also like a good bullseye counter now. And then he inflicts himself with an unstacking 0 potency bleed, dealing direct damage over 20 seconds, which is, again, another bleed for him that's healing. Then the special 2 and special 3, honestly, are not too impressive. Like, you just get the stun and the concussion. Concussion is only like for 6 seconds, even though you can pause it with the heavy attack, because you do get a stun for 2.5 seconds. But honestly, I don't see me using the special 2 or the special 3 with Mr. Sinister. I would only really use him for, like, his damage to, or his utility to, like, transfer debuffs. And then, you know, SP1. But for the awaken ability, it's actually quite cool. So you are going to start with 3 of those random effects, which you can see basically, you know, after you defeat an opponent. For the rest of the quests, you know, you get that ability of the defeated class. But even if it's just a BG fight, you're going to start with 3 of those at random. So the mutant is going to give you 30% attack on your specials. Skill is going to give you precision, which increases your crit rating. Science increases your regeneration rate. Mystic is for your combat power rate, and Cosmic is for fury. So let's go ahead into the fights and you can see how he works. So first up, we got this 200,000 Winter Soldier, and I think I'm going to show you the SP1 rotation, which is honestly what you should be doing no matter what the fight is. So now you see we started with 2 of those mutant ones, which basically those mutant ones are prowess. 30% prowess if you stick to 100. Science 1 is a regeneration rate increase, and Mystic is combat power rate. Now look at this. We popped the special 1. We transferred all of those degens, or those bleeds, and turned them into degens. And this guy is just melting, man. Look at this. This is just a special 1, and 200k health is almost done, just like that. And I don't know if you missed that, but yeah, look how fast that was. It's like 33 seconds, yeah. So now let's see this 696,000. So you're gonna want to see the rotation. So we parry, we charge our heavy until those 2 timers go away. We trigger our genetic manipulation, which lets us apply bleeds to ourselves. Sorry about the lag there. And the bleeds are gonna go up to 10. Then we transfer all those bleeds, make them degens. And then we also want to charge heavy a little bit again, so we can inflict bleeds on us again and again, so we can heal up, and then use a special 1 to transfer them back on the opponent. And also having that vicious is really helpful when you're charging your heavy attack. So there we go, got that vicious. And then you can do that cool trick, you know, you can just do a heavy, if they're in the corner, you can do like two heavy attacks. Pop that relic and then pop our special one. I'm gonna transfer 12 bleeds this time. And you just do this rotation, you're always gonna have healing on yourself, and the opponent is always gonna take down with degens. And as you can see with that vicious, yeah, it's pretty strong. Got hit there, but it doesn't matter. Pop the special one and transfer that incinerate on us as well. And yeah, dude, Mr. Sinister looks pretty legit right now. Like honestly, that was like 700k health pool in a minute. It's impressive. Now I'm gonna show you like his special 2 and his special 3 that honestly I wouldn't really bother using the special 2 or the special 3. I would only go for the SP1, especially because like the special 3 seems kind of cool because the power leak like steals their power and puts it on you, but it lasts for so little time. Even if you can like pause it, it's not gonna last for that much more time. But here we start with like 4 of those skill ones, I believe, which are precision, which is kind of cool. Yeah, also this guy, you know, he can be a pretty good bullseye counter because he takes no damage from bleeds. He's got that 100% resistance, and also bullseye crits through the block, which means Mr. Sinister is going to heal most of that damage back. And yeah, I think honestly I wouldn't be surprised seeing a Mr. Sinister in people's decks right now, because he's actually a good defender too. If you're stuck with someone that crits a ton, like you're gonna take some time. So we'll pop the special 3 here, and you're gonna see, I think I'm not gonna skip the animation, so that you will see that if you parry stun the opponent before the special 3, you can heavy and pause your power leak for a little bit longer, for like 2 seconds. But you know, it's not really that impressive. Like, yeah, we paused it a little bit there. That was a bit risky too, but we had the relic to save us. And we got some power back, but honestly, I think going for the damage on the SP1s is probably the best thing. As you can see, he's taking for like 6,000. And by the way, I don't know if I mentioned, but this Mr. Sinister is a 6-star rank 5 without any, you know, recoil masters or boosts. So right here, we're gonna go for the special 2 so I can showcase that concussion and the stun. But yeah, as you can see, like nothing really that impressive. You can keep that 100% concussion up for a little bit longer, but I don't know if there's a reason for that, to be honest. So yeah, I think just sticking to the special ones is what you should be doing. 10 degens, almost 6,000 per tip. We can do that double heavy thing, and yeah, relic is dead. So that wasn't the fast fight, but here we're gonna go for the speed. If you want to do this Winter Soldier fight, this is gonna be like the fastest way, and it's basically using SP1s. So yeah, dude, Mr. Sinister, like I might take him up like as a rank 5. I don't know if I would ascend him, because maybe Kabam wants to do the thing where, you know, when the Titan pool changes, you know, they put like 2 or 3 champions, like older champions that were buffed. So maybe they put Mr. Sinister there, like they put like Luke Cage. Yeah, I mean, he might be a cool 7-star, to be honest. He also had like Bulwark on his parries, which this guy is kind of like a parry heavy champ, because you always want to like have them stun so you can pause all your debuffs and make those degens take for a little bit longer. So we're gonna go for special 2 bait. I don't want you to have so much power, so I can do like the multiple heavy thing in the corner. If I can get a stun, there we go. Should be able to do 2 heavies now. Some nice heavy attacks too, man. Like 15,000 ain't too bad, and he crits quite a lot too. And then one more special one is gonna do the job, and the Winter Soldier is dead. So let's see how fast that was. Like we did a 700k health in a minute, and here it took us again also a minute. Probably because Winter Soldier AI here is kind of slower. You know, it's not too aggressive, it's passive. So yeah, man, I don't know what you guys think about Mr. Sinister. I personally think like the only thing that matters is his special 1, and him being able to like transfer the bleeds into degens and then also heal from the bleeds. That is really cool. Like he can sustain himself and then do damage really in a really simple way. You just charge your heavy attack for 2 seconds and then SP1 to just transfer the bleeds on you, and you're always gonna have bleeds on you to heal you anyway. So honestly, dude, I like this Mr. Sinister buff. I think it's pretty simple and it's quite effective. He was already a pretty okay defender. Don't think he needed anything on defense. That's why, you know, they didn't do anything for him on defense. If you're stuck with a crit champ, yeah, it's gonna take a long time. And also, if you place a lot of debuffs on him and he ends up playing as a throwing guy special 1, you're gonna be screwed because he doesn't transfer the debuffs back to you like that with like the same debuffs. Like let's say you use Claire and you put incinerates on you, or sorry, on the opponent. He's gonna place their incinerates back, but you were gonna be immune to it if you were Claire. But now he just turns them into degen, so you're kind of screwed. So yeah, guys, let me know what you think about Mr. Sinister, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.